Who were the greatest offensive and defensive players you ever coached, and why?
Well, it's kind of funny because when I had Warren Moon playing quarterback for us, everybody in the league thought I was maybe the next Air Coryell. They'd say, gosh, they can throw that football. When he got hurt, I noticed everybody thought I was stupid.
Yeah.
And so I don't think there's any great coaches in pro football that don't have a big-time quarterback.
There's no doubt about it. The guy that handles the ball every snap on offense of every play of the game, that guy is a critical element to what you do. And sometimes it's his ability to not do something he's been taught to do. Instinctively, he'll do something else. And in many cases, a guy with instincts at that position, he can make plays and decisions maybe that'll enable us to be successful and overcome the coaching.
And I think one thing you learn from some good players, and I was so short-tempered. If a guy dropped the ball, I was just about ready to forget about him. And one thing Warren Moon taught me, when a guy dropped the ball, he came right back to him. Before I could get mad at him, and Warren Moon would ignore it and say, I'm going to feed him the ball so the coach still loves him.
Yeah.
And so you learn as you go along that even the good ones will drop the ball a little bit. And I think what I had that everybody remembers, I had backs that my rule was, if you run out of bounds, you're not playing anymore. Mm-hmm. And they'd get to that boundary and they would turn back, and we'd be in Pittsburgh, which is tough. And Marty, I'd tell him, when you get to the boundary, step on your outside toe and take it back at him, and you become the linebacker. So all those backs that we had would really go punish the defense, and that was the fun of playing against each other.
Well, some of the other players that come to memory, we had Joe Montana in Kansas City, and Joe was still an outstanding performer in the latter years and did a terrific job. And the thing about Joe that was so enjoyable is that he was quiet, unassuming. He'd joke around with the players, but it was he wasn't a boisterous, loud type of guy, but he had the ability to lead because guys would follow him because they knew he would make the right decisions at the right time. Christian Okoye, I ran into him not too long ago out in Southern California, and he's as athletic now and as big and strong and fit as he was when he played. And the Nigerian Nightmare, he must have weighed 265 pounds, and you're talking about a guy that was hard to tackle. And I think, when Jerry and I both look back at this thing, the thing that first comes to your mind is the players you had, the kind of people they were, the people that you were able to work with. That's really what makes this such an exciting business.
In the long haul, you still win with character.
Amen, brother.
It's the character guys. People want to know who the greatest athlete you had. And that may not be the guy that won the games for you. The guy with the heart, the big character guy. That's the fun of coaching, watching those people control the game and bring their whole team a win without a lot of athletic ability, but a lot of character.
Well, I've always said that, it takes more than good players to win in this league. If you want to get to the top, it's also going to take really good people.
I agree with you, brother.